Hello.
Hi,
Hi, everyone.
Edric.
Hi.
Wonderful
Hi.
to see
Hey,
you. Thanks for having us.
no problem. Thank you. Thank you. Now, before we even started rolling, right, you had this amazing news. We talked a little bit about the platform and how this is going to work. Could you please introduce yourselves? Let's get started with Jay, please.
First of all, I'm a father of two. I have a newborn, Clara.
Congratulations.
Uh, let's see, she's coming to 5 months now. Quite a handful. I have a son going to primary school, so he has his primary school sorted out. So that's
Okay,
wonderful.
great.
In terms of work, I've done a bit of many things. I'm a jack of all trades. As I look back over my short, coming to 15 years career, primarily in finance to start,
Mm,
trading, investment management. In terms of business, I've done a couple here and there. Side story is that my first business was printing this design on laptop sleeves. That was when I was in uni, year one, and then getting it manufactured and sold on campus and a tuition center after that. And thereafter, I realized that, hey, look, this is really tough. Let's go digital. And then I realized, no, digital is tougher. Yeah. So now I'm working on WeShine, as you beautifully said. It's a platform to enable a better fit and better match of people, skills, and jobs.
Thanks, Jay. Now, Justin, what about yourself?
So for me, I'm not a father of two, but I often play with Jay's kids. Jay will know. Like when we go to his house, we spend like 80% meeting, 20% with the kids. I'm actually very, very passionate about contributing back to the community. It happened to me during university, right? When I applied for university, I actually started with civil engineering, right? Engineering course, and then after that, after one semester, I wanted to change my major, right? And then I have an option between business and economics. And then I was thinking, business is 3 years course, economics is 4 years course. But I really wanted to, play my part in contributing back to the community, right? So I thought, hey, let's go with economics, right? Where we look at more macroeconomic stuff, especially in the social front, right? And that is where I started to have this very strong passion to always think about contributing back to the community, right? And then after I graduated, I was in logistics firm doing operations, very hands-on work, right? But thereafter, like Jay, I saw the potential in digital, so I went on to join Lazada, and I was doing a very fulfilling role. I was the regional head of Lazada University. My job was to empower micro entrepreneurs to help them bring their businesses online, and it's very fulfilling. Every day, that your hard work translates into the livelihood of other people. I progressed along that line, and I never forget the purpose in my career, which is why earlier this year when I was talking to Jay, he shared about his vision. Within an hour, right, I was sold. He was a very charismatic CEO, so I was sold, and I buy into his cause, and this is where I am today.
The difference is that Justin, since he's younger, he already has this passion to help and
Mm.
to produce impact. I'm not like that.
Ah.
I'm totally not. I when I started my career, it's all about getting a bigger house, getting a better car, earning more money. For me, it came relatively late in 2017
Mm-hmm.
when I almost died. Sick for 10 months. I was in UK. I wasn't even in Singapore. Very painful, bedridden type of sickness, and I didn't know whether I'm gonna survive. Three things came to my mind. Number one, uh, health is important because when I was sick, it was really painful. Pain is no joke, man. Yeah. So I said, better take care of your health. Secondly, nothing about material was on my mind. Nothing, zero. I was just thinking about relationships. That was one
Mm.
of my. I didn't realize that, but I was like, oh look, I sort of have a glimpse into the future, when I'm about to pass on in the future. That's what I'll be thinking about. I'm not thinking about my car, my house, or my, whatever. But I'm thinking about relationships. what have I done in the past in my relationships and future? My son then was 1. He's a young, still very young. And I was thinking, oh, he's not, I'm not able to teach him anything now. If I tell him anything, he cannot remember. How am I, and if I just pass on, then how am I going to teach him anything? So I even thought of, okay, I'm going to write letters. Every year he's going to open one. And then I'll say, hey, look, son, today you're 30 years old. This is the lessons for you. So relationship, finally, impact. So I shared a little bit earlier that I started my career as a trader and all that. All those are good things, okay? So no judgment, nothing of that sort. But personally, what was I thinking? I was thinking that the nurse that attended to me brought me a lot of comfort. Doctors are wonderful. I think up to that point, I've never really appreciated nurses. I was like, no, look, without the nurse, I, you know, I don't have that kind of care after the doctor has attended to me and to us. And then I was thinking, what have I done with my career? What is my impact on society? If I make a good trade, I make $1 million for this whatever institution. Okay, good. That's wonderful. But and again, not saying that there's no impact at all. No, of course not. We all live and we all have some impact in the world that we live in. But I'm thinking to myself, is that enough? So then I tell myself, okay, look, if I survive this and I start thinking about my future career, the next phase of my career, I better remember about social, about impact.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because it really does bring a lot of light to why we do what we do, what we love to do, and I think it's really about that purpose. Just today, in fact, I was watching a certain interview with Tom Hiddleston. You know that actor, right? Tom Hiddleston, the one who played Loki in the Avengers. So he was at a talk and he mentioned that everybody has 2 lives. The first one, that we are born, we live. The second one is when we truly realize, right, that we live life because we only have one life. You know, that life, you realize your mortality. So that is when you truly live your second life. And I think Jay and Justin, this very, very much relates to what you had to say.